Listen, this data gives you all the motivated sellers and skip traces included. Yo, now this is exactly how I use Connected Investors. I'm going to break down how I use this software in my business so that I can get the data that I need to start calling or testing immediately without having to pay a third party site. All right. Now, this video is not sponsored. This is just a tool I actually use in my business and I'm just putting you on. All right, motivated sellers. We need to find sellers who don't want to sell, but they need to sell. So we need to fish in the right pond, okay? Sometimes people go fishing and catch nothing. Some people, they know exactly what pond to fish in and what bait to have. So let me show you this. What I'm gonna do when I log in, I go to my I'm in my dashboard. So I'm gonna go to find deals. I'm gonna go to property search. Okay. Now for me going to property search, some of you know I'm located in Charlotte, North Carolina. And being that I'm here, I'm gonna go click on filters. Now this is nationwide. I know some of us, we close deals virtually, that's cool, but this is nationwide. One or two of your default features will be you want sellers that are motivated, right? So what the system does is they compile data to see who will most likely be motivated, right? You want off market, okay? So of course that's what your cash buyers want, so that's what we do, right? So in this instance, right, let's start building ourselves a list, okay? Where would be somebody that's super motivated? We want pre-foreclosures, okay? And if you don't know what it is, this is, you can click right here with this eye for information and they give you exactly what it is. But it's pre-foreclosures. We want zombie properties. What are zombie properties? Properties where the current owner is facing foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, or auction, and the property is currently sitting empty or vacant, all right? So I want that. Now, with this, when you build your list, this is pre-foreclosure and zombie property, right? So this is both, okay? Now, I'm gonna go after this, right? Because these are people who, they have a higher chance of, listen, I need to get rid of this ASAP, okay? Now, as far as this, what you can do is you can hit non-owner occupied, etc. But for this, what I'm going to do is, being that pre-foreclosure, you know, is a good list to work. I'm not going to add on any of these as of right now, right? As far as what they have available inside of Charlotte, I don't mind, but I can hit single family townhouse condo and it'll be all of that on the list. Okay, so this is all the information I need, right? Because this is pre-foreclosure and zombie properties, what I want, which is a good list. Now what it's doing is compiling the data. Now if I want to save the data, I can save the data, and this is one of the pluses. I can get the information, the phone numbers, without having to pay extra. If I want to do it one by one, so I can do it. And let's say this particular deal right here, right? They're in pre-foreclosure, tax delinquent, non-owner occupied. They tried to sell it on the MLS. So chances are there's a high probability of motivation here, right? There's my comps, but I'm not going to do that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll down. They even have the zoning, right, in this, which is good, like, so I can know exactly if it's land, what I can do with it, etc. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this, I'm at contact info. I can hit skip trace and get their phone number and I can start calling. Or I can just, you know, get the whole list and skip trace the whole list. Because once you sign up, you're allowed 2,500 skip traces included. This list is only 307. But let's build another list, right? I'm gonna do clear all filters. Let's go to Raleigh, North Carolina. Really popular city in North Carolina. I wanna say it's the capital of North Carolina. So yes, now I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, so let me play with my filters. What's going on in Raleigh, North Carolina? For those who don't know, it's a lot of building going on, right? I am going to go down to vacant land, all right? I'm gonna click on this button, right? So all I'm doing is clicking this button. Now I got 12,000 lots to choose from. Okay. Now, all I can do is view and then download and save the list if I decide that. But, you know, let's say that I want to do a probate list. All right. The properties that are in probate, I want to go after that. It's 39 properties in probate. All I got to do, hit view my 39, right? And these are people that they're inherited some property, so they might be open to sell. All right. And I can go after this list. Now, as far as saving the list, I can select all 39. I can save them and, you know, do a big skip trace at once if I decide to, or if I want to look through it and cherry pick, all I have to do, go down here, hit skip trace, I get their phone number, I can start calling. All right, so once you contact the seller, right? You contact the seller, let's say they're motivated to sell, you get the property under contract, okay? You get the property under contract. Once you get the property under contract, you then call up a cash buyer and then you mark up the spread. The spread can be $10, $15, $20,000 as long as it's equity and it's a good deal. And that's what we call wholesaling. Now, guys, if you want to learn more about wholesaling, check out that pinned comment. In the meantime, click on that video next to me how you can leverage the MLS in your wholesaling business. I'm Nasser, aka the real estate guru. I'm not a guru, I'm a doer because I actually do this business. Peace.